Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashe Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashe here today. So today I'm going to be doing a Chinese drama review with you guys. Obviously, like lately, every time I get to like my drama reviews, like especially these Chinese dramas now, they're already like to the end of it already, because you know they're like coming left and right. Seriously, all these Chinese dramas just coming out so much. So by the time like I get my review out there, like the drama's gonna end already. But whatever, you know, I'm still gonna share you guys my thoughts. And for some of you guys who like are like debating whether you want to watch it or not, you can watch my review and you know, get like a couple of recaps of it and see if you guys want to watch it. But this drama, I cannot say the other name, but it's called The Wolf Princess. So it's a total of 24 episodes and it's very short. And the reason why like I watched it was because the guy, he was actually from Oh My Emperor, Jason Goo or something like that. He's from Oh My Emperor, and like, you know, that's also how like me, my sister, we got introduced to Sean too, because he was also in that drama, you know. And like they're from the little Chinese pop group called X9 or something like that. So he's actually the main guy in there. So that's like it's been a while since I've seen him act. I think the last time was just Oh My Emperor or something like that. And so now like he came up with this drama, so I'm just like, oh, let's see how it is. So it's kind of okay, but you know, I'll go over the first 3 episodes with you guys and I'll give you guys my thoughts about it. So as for our cast, we have Jason Goo as Yang Qing, and then we have it's funny, Kang Ning as Ling Long, and then Gao Jingkai as Yang Yu, and then Shen Huanzi as Yu Rong, and then Huang Qinshu as Xuan Yu, and then Mickey Zhao as Tonga. And it's funny, Mickey Zhao is actually Chuchi's brother in Prince of Tennis, so he's actually in here too. A lot of them are like appearing in dramas now. And then we have Peng Junyu as Yang Zhu, and then Yang Kaining as Misa, and there's like tons of other people. Like if you watch like the opening and the ending of like the drama, like, cause I always love watching. The thing about like Chinese dramas is like they always show you the opening and the ending, and when you watch those you tend to like get like sneak peek of what's gonna happen in the dramas and stuff like that. And so when you're watching, you're like, oh, that scene's coming up, or oh, this scene didn't come up yet, oh, when is it coming up? So yeah, so there's tons of them in there. But as for our synopsis, a friendship born out of conflict marks the start of a relationship between a woman with a wolf-like personality and the son of the Wolf King. Ling Long accidentally was bitten by a wolf when she was young, or growing up, and then Yang Qing mistaken her as a thief while she, with his like, you know, being arrogant, his nature, stuff like that. And as it turns out, he's actually the son of her father's friend. So she has it shows us that Ling Long has 2 personality. One is a human and the other is a wolf. They're randomly switching, and so she's constantly being swapped between these 2 personality, getting Yang Qing to think that, you know, she's not a good person. Well, for him, meanwhile, he is the son of a governmental official officer or something like that. He seems like, you know, he's just normal and everything to everybody else, but he's actually the bloodline of the Wolf clan or the Wolf tribe. So due to some family connections between them, Ling Long, she moves into the Yang mansion with their family and everything. And then after, you know, she proves herself that she's innocent, she's not a thief, they start to, you know, get to know each other and they start to attract each other's attention, and, you know, leading to them falling in love, and leading to finding out about the wolf tribes, and leading out to find out a lot of the past and solving cases between the 2 of them. If you guys hear clicking or coughing, that's Agashe. Kinchana! Anyways, recap on the first 3 episodes. The drama starts us off with the past, where in the mountains, where it's actually a connection between the southern Shu and the western Turk, where there's an ancient wolf tribe where the rumor says whoever gets a hold of the secret of the wolf tribe will get longevity and supreme power. So, but that was like 18 years ago, and the wolf tribe has now been destroyed, and the Wolf King died, and the tribe is now collapsed, and they're no longer around anymore. Now we move on to the present where we're seeing Yang Qing, who is the former frontier general in the military, and his team, they always go out there and punish evil and promotes goods, and they always dress up as wolves, hinting to us that he is sort of wolf-like, and yeah, and like the synopsis, he is the bloodline of the wolf. And then we move to learn that Yang Qing has been living in the military for over a decade now, and he's just been doing goods and like just living in the military. He doesn't live with his family, and that's how he created his team and everything. And like, but he doesn't care to get promoted even though he's been in there for like over a decade. It's because he likes to be a carefree person, and he hasn't spoken to his family, and he just likes to do whatever he does, and that's why he punishes evil and promotes good. And so it kind of like shows us his character, that he's kind of like really wolf-like. That's why he's like that, you know. But he has to return home due to certain matters that's happening at home that needs him, so he goes home. Him and his team makes their way back, and they bump into a girl in the market, and they save her. And this girl, her name, she's Linglong, but she doesn't tell them her name yet. She acts innocent, but Yang Qing catches her that like, how are you innocent when you have a basket full of money, you know? And she says that it's to pay to save her sister, and he likes her immediately, so he wants to help her. She leads him to this house, stating that that's where they're keeping her sister. He goes in with his team, leaving Tonga outside to watch Linglong, and he like, you know, he asked for her name, but she's all like, if you get my sister, I'll tell you my name. So he leaves, you know, and as he enters the house, Linglong beats up Tonga and she leaves. She meets this mysterious man in the wood, and we learn that this money that she brought was actually for him to go give it to her to save her ill mother or something like that, you know. Anyways, we move back to seeing Yang Qing, and he beats up a bunch of people, learning that there isn't this girl that the Linglong's looking for. She played him, you know, and she's gone now, and then beat up his people, you know. And he was just like, oh, whatever, you know. And then his younger brother, Yang Yu, arrives and brings him home, and we learn that he's actually the second master of a governmental official, and there's actually 4 brothers, and then there's an older one, and then there's him, and then the third one passed away, and then there's the younger one, which is Yang Yu. And so he gets home, and we see his relationship with his oldest brother. They don't really get along, so his brother always wants to get him in trouble. So, you know, same goes with him and his father. They don't connect, and they barely speak, and when they speak, they don't speak nicely to each other. The same thing, you know. And we learn that Yang Qing's mother is dead, but you know, his older brother holds like his mother's tassel, and it's like he's like, he knows that it'll always trigger Yang Qing because he wants to know the truth about his mother. So their current mother right now is actually not his birth mother, so he's actually looking for his birth mother. So his older brother sent him to this temple where he said that that's where he bought the tassel, jade tassel, from. And when he goes to the temple at night, he ends to find out answer about his mother, where she is, if she's alive, or what happened to her, stuff like that. He ends up meeting Linglong again, who lied to him and escaped. And so now he realized that she's smart, and she plays innocent in front of him. You know, they meet, and then, you know, a lot of things happen between them at the temple, and then we learn that his brother set him up and everything like that. He gets away, and you know, he's just like, whatever, I'm gonna get my brother back. He's always like this anyways, I don't care. And then they meet again the next day, both Linglong and Yang Qing, at his house, and he finally learns her name, and we see that his younger brother has interest in her. We learn that she's a princess from the Western, and people say she's bad luck. That's why her father sent her to the city to be nice to people. And so she plays like doctor to everybody, you know. She's a princess from the Western, but she has to be nice to people where she's living now, and they treat her really bad. So but like Yang Qing thinks something is up with her, you know. She puts on this innocent face in front of people, but then she leaves, and she disguises herself like a man, and then she goes into all these things, and she goes and try to figure all these stuff, meet people. She does all sorts of things. So he's like, there's something about her, and he's determined to figure out what she's up to. And so trying to catch her, he keeps following her, and she ends up like dragging him and bringing him to a brothel house and planning to leave him there. But before she leaves, he grabs onto her and he pulls her, and she falls onto his chest, and then she like starts to feel fainted and dizzy, and she doesn't understand why. And then we later see her that she has this multi-spirit syndrome, where there's another person living inside of her that comes out. So this leads us back to where in the synopsis it states that she got bitten. They haven't gotten to that yet, but it kind of like, you know, see that, you know, once she goes to sleep, the other part of her wakens up, the other spirits. And this other spirits, they don't do bad, they just run. It's just like wolf like run around kill chicken, roast chicken to eat and stuff like that, you know. But it doesn't show us much, and then, you know, we don't know how she got the wolf gene or anything like that, you know. But, you know, reading says she's gonna become the wolf queen, all things like that. So it's really like the first 3 episodes kind of confusing on her character. But yeah, anyways, like, you know, the two of them, they continue to cross paths, and every time she crosses paths with him, if she bumps into him and she hits his chest, I think he has like this symbol, something on his chest, like kind of like a burn mark or a birthmark or something like that, I don't know. And every time that happens, she always feels fainted and dizzy when that happens. And it's like, it's obvious because he's the bloodline of the wolf tribe, and he's like the only one left. And for her being bitten by it, she's kind of like drawn to it, you know, like drawn to it because he's like the only one left, you know. But anyways, you know, more cases and stuff goes wrong where, you know, there's like this dude who, like, this case that's going around that actually brings玲珑狼心together is like this mysterious dude. He has like this book with like this spirit stone on there or something like that, and he's like beating up women to see if they can light up that book, you know. And so they started like trying to, you know, figure out what this dude is doing. So it's like this weird dude carrying around that book being a woman, you know. It's weird. But yeah, with solving cases like this, they eventually, you know, they will get into bringing up about the wolf tribe, you know. I think this book is supposed to be like the wolf tribe thingy, where you get a hold of it, you get supreme power and longevity and all things like that. So I think that's what it is. But yeah, so that is the recap of the first 3 episodes. It's kind of doesn't give us a lot. It leaves us a lot of loophole, and like honestly, this, for me, I've only seen Jason Goo act once, and I really enjoyed his acting. But for this, his character is like a total opposite of what he was like in Oh My Emperor. So I'm like, I don't know about this drama. It's kind of okay. I'm kind of not into it. Well, am I looking forward to see how it's gonna be like because he's the only wolf tribe? Yeah, I want to know how that is, and I want to know how he survived. Or it's like, you know, did his mom have him and run away because everybody was getting killed? Because at the beginning it looked like that. They were chasing one of the lady, and she jumps off like the mountains, the cliffs and stuff like that. So it's like, is that his mom and she gave birth to him into this family, you know, so to hide his identity, or what's going on, you know? But there's a lot of question, and you're very confused, and it's just like jumps to the point, and there's always like all these rumors and stuff like that going around between玲珑, so you're kind of like very confused about her character. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have not checked it out, do check it out. I mean, the drama's only 24 episodes, and by this time it already ended already, you know. It's come to its end already, you know. So it's, you know, I'm going to be able to watch it without having to wait episode for more episodes to come out. But I don't know, I'm kind of iffy about this drama. I mean, it doesn't look like it has good reviews, and I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it turns out. But you know, it's already out, so I'm gonna, for me, I'm just gonna skim through to kind of get an idea about his background story, because I actually want to know more about him, of, you know, like how I said, like did his mom run away with him, or, you know, what happened, you know, all these things like that. But yeah, that's it for this drama review, and I don't want to blabber on too long, but if you guys have not checked out this drama, do check it out, and I will see you guys in the next review.